It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
And I'm Colin Jost. In a stunning turn of events, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has agreed to meet in May with Donald Trump or whoever is president in May. Trump would be the first sitting U.S. president to meet with the leader of North Korea, and it's also going to be the first time where both translators start every sentence with, okay, so what I think he said was... I just love that there's a potential nuclear war hanging in the balance, and we're putting our lives in the hands of the only two guys connected on Dennis Rodman's LinkedIn page.
Experts warn that the talks between Trump and Kim Jong-un could be risky because, well, duh. Best case scenario, they'll realize they're both crazy and become best friends like that movie Step Brothers. But more than likely, Donald Trump is going to realize that he's just Twitter crazy and Kim Jong-un is crazy. And there's a big old difference. One guy trolls Oprah online and the other guy murdered his uncle with a cannon. This could end up being the greatest episode of Scared Straight ever. What do you think Trump's going to say at dinner when they tell him he's eating disrespectful limo driver?
And in this week's presidential porno recap, Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, who's definitely a candidate for Friend of the Year, said that he used funds from his own home equity line to pay $130,000 to silence Stormy Daniels. Can anyone in America imagine taking out a home equity loan to help their friend pay off a porn star? The best part is, you know that right after Cohen settled up with Stormy, Trump saw another porn star and was like, she's pretty cute too. And Cohen's like, dude, I'm gonna lose my house. I think it's also fitting that a story about the president having an affair with a porn star is struggling to hold our attention. Because the news now has become like porn. We're desensitized. These days, news-wise, we can only get excited about Asian lesbians.
All right. Gary Cohn has resigned as the White House top economic advisor. Cohn hopes to work somewhere a little less chaotic than the White House, like, I don't know, a Walmart on Black Friday. In response to his resignation, the Dow Jones fell more than 300 points. Now, 300 points sounds like a lot, but keep in mind, I have no idea what the hell the Dow Jones is. I react to the Dow the same way I react to my boys when they tell me they're about to have a kid. I'm like, word? How you feel about that?
This week it was revealed that in January of 2017, a secret meeting took place in the Seychelles between a Trump associate, an official from the United Arab Emirates, and a Russian banker with ties to the Kremlin. So, sounds innocent. At least with all this Mueller stuff, we're learning a lot about geography, you know? I mean, Trump at this point is basically Carmen Sandiego. Only he wants to deport everyone with a name like Carmen Sandiego.
President Trump met with executives from the video game industry to discuss the connection between violent video games and shootings. I don't know. I grew up playing Mario Brothers, but I never had the urge to curb stomp a turtle. Though I did grow up with a kid that played Pac-Man all day, and now he's addicted to pills and sees ghosts everywhere. So.
The flurry of staff resignations had led many to say that the Trump White House is in chaos. Here to comment, our first sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr.
Thanks for having us, Colin. Eric, what do you say?
Please, make yourself at home.
Close, bud, but that's what you say when someone visits you. Okay.
So what have you guys been up to since we saw you last?
What we do best, taking the Trump Organization to new heights. I took a trip to India, which is an incredibly poor country where I'm hoping to make a lot of money.
I saw Paddington too.
Yeah, you sure did, bud.
That's really great. Now, what do you have to say to the claim that the White House is now in chaos?
I know it's played out, Colin. But fake fake news. I mean, you know, our father has a little nickname for you members of the elitist liberal media.
Goddamn Jews.
No. No. Eric, that was awful, bud. No. That was a bad one, bud. You know, these stories you've heard are complete fabrications. Our father has everything completely under control. In fact, Colin, we spoke to our father right before we came out here, and he said...
Stop bringing Eric on TV with you.
No, I mean, he did say that, but he also said, just be honest. That's what's so ridiculous about the claims of this adult film star. She and my father never had a relationship.
They just wrestled in bed.
Okay. You want to read your book, buddy?
Okay.
New one. And as far as this chaos, Colin, staff turnover is good. Eric, don't just read the cover, buddy. It's a book. Look, it's a pop-up book. No. Eric, don't be scared, bud. You're supposed to do that. Buddy, it's a pop-up book.
Pop?
No, pop-up. Pop-up.
Pop.
We'll put it on a flashcard, bud. It's okay. Just read. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you, buddy. As I was saying, Colin, turnover is a good thing. I see. It's fun to read, right? What's that word? She. Things are running smoothly. There is no chaos, and my father is in complete control. Now, we have to run. We have a big day tomorrow.
We're going Goodwill hunting.
Told you, bud, it's big game hunting. Big game hunting.
Is Matt Damon still going to be there?
Matt Damon was never going to be there, buddy.
Sorry.
Eric and Donald Trump Jr., everyone.
Fun, buddy. Look at that.